Today we're looking at the Epomaker Shadow-X. This was sent to me by Epomaker, no money changed hands, but I do make a commission if you use my affiliate links at no extra cost to you. Box comes with a manual, keyboard itself is protected by a smooth plastic bag. And here it is. Get access to the accessories underneath the box. Bit of a clumsy setup in my opinion. You got the usual suspects, USB-C to USB-A cable, accent colors, special keycaps, a few extra switches, and a really cheap key/switch puller. One thing that's not cheap is this sound. I could do this all day. This is all stock. I haven't done anything. Knob rotation is tactile. Let's get that disco out of there. If you want to spice up your life, you can swap out some accent keys to these yellow ones. I'm not really that brave though. There's a Bluetooth dongle for you dongle people out there. USB-A kind of guy. That sound just drags your hands back to the keys, man. The top and bottom case are plastic, so it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like inside. Switches are the factory lube linear WISTERIA with an extra long spring and an actuation force of 45. Keycaps also help with the sound. Okay, we're gonna hop inside. Case is held together by 8 screws. So it doesn't just open without a fight though. Seems like both sides are snapped into place and held there. So I'm gonna disassemble it some more and try again. Let's get the keycaps off at least. And remember kids, the more you sort them now, the better it is for you when you reassemble it. And now we simply, does not just snap it apart, I guess? Now what am I doing wrong? Is there like a hidden screw or something in there? I don't know. Oh, you just have to spook it with your phone flashlight and then it releases its claws. Easy peasy. Don't know what this is for. Hope it's not broken. Put that there. Shadow-X features a gasket-mounted plate with plate-mounted stabs, pour-on foam sandwich layer, and a silicone bottom layer. We're looking at a 3000 mAh battery as well. Connections to the PCB here, and this silicone pad is super custom. It's most likely the main driver for the amazing sound. Our plan is to build this not with any customization. I'm gonna do a sound test with all the different switches, that's it. Alright, let's get this packed down again. Switches we'll test today are of course the Wisterias and the Nude Rosa and the Peace Lily. They're all linear switches, because linear is the dope. Oh, and legs. You got 2 different variations of leg height, so you can adjust the angles if you like that as well. And magic. There you go. That's easier. And listen to this. Old stock. Gorgeous. Okay, now let's get that out of the way and have a look at the EK21 for all of you accountant people out there. I don't really use numpads, but I hear people who like budgets do. So I asked them if I could have one of those as well. Same thing goes here. You got some extra keys, the same keycap puller, same cable, and a few extra switches. You do also got the USB dongle thingaroo on this one as well. But at least it's matching relatively well. The keycaps aren't really matching all that well, but at least the case does. So you can swap that around if you want to make everything fit together properly. You can also feel that it's a bit more hollow, but that flex, man, it's flexing so much that I'm just super curious. That's what's going on underneath. More screws, and this is also stuck, of course. Now this time it's actually stuck because it's supposed to be, because you're supposed to take knobs off first. Not like the keyboard where it was actually just clipped in. It's kind of clipped in here as well, but this is just my IQ level dropping too hard. Brute force your way through here and you should be able to pop it off. There you go. Nice. And there you can see the tiny little knobby things. The gaskets are a bit twisted. Kind of looks like it's been squashed a bit, but couldn't really feel that. So, and a battery here as well. Something milliamp hours. There's the Bluetooth dongle for the Bluetooth connections, and here's the Super Flex. Wow. All right, we're back. Click, click, clack, and let's get this thing back on so we can actually review the board itself and have a little listen to the keys. And here you get a little glimpse of how the keycaps aren't really matching 100%. You can see these are a bit madder, and the profile is something I don't remember. It's going to be up on the screen. Wasn't it cherry? I don't remember. All right, let's go into sound test. That's where the fun stuff is. The Nude Rosa switches are so good that I use them on my daily driver, the KBDFans D65. You can set up your board with the Epomaker software. Simply head over to epomaker.com, go to download, then software, search for Shadow-X. Grab the firmware. And the drivers should be listed on the right hand side. I don't understand what this says, but it looks like a version log and instructions, so here we go. Shadow-X did not seem to pick up in VIA, by the way. The key tester works, but it's better to just fire up the Epomaker software. The driver app opens up all the customization for the board, finds the Shadow-X right away. You can edit stuff like lights, macros, function keys, etc. Just hover over to see what the keys are mapped to. If you want to share your settings or check out what others have done, go to the Share tab and have a look. One of the most fun settings is, of course, the little display on the right side. This way you can always have Lars watch you all day long. Normally the display hosts a ton of information about the connections, battery and board in general. So, what's my final verdict of this board? It's great. It's missing a few premium features, but make up for that in sound. If you're looking for a relatively compact board with a standalone arrows, but you don't want a 75% or a TKL, this might be a good middle ground. Epomaker lists it as a 70% board, and the value you get here is really, really good. On top of that, Epomaker has some fantastic switches. I'll most definitely get my hands on more of those. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick this up, especially with the WISTERIA or Nude Rosa switches. Alright, see you later!